Hello everyone, it's Amanda Bach from Boxstar Stamping here with another live video. Let me pull myself up here on my iPad. Thanks for tuning in today. I know my lives have been a little sporadic. Yeah, because I am now music directing a musical and I have rehearsal every night. So yeah, I can't make a set night that I'm going to do these on. But you know what? It's Sunday afternoon and I have time. So I thought I would show you some cute little cards, super easy to make, that I've been working on this week, just having some fun. I did want to point out Celebration is only until the end of the month. So if there's anything in this little brochure that you are wanting to get, you should probably get on that. I will tell you the bedazzling paper is gone. That was a while supplies last, as are the dies that are in here. So if you're interested in the sheep dies or the summer something shaded, there we go, summer shadows, those are also while supplies last. So if you want to get those, make sure you place an order. If you have any questions, let me know. I will be showing you this stamp set today. Yeah. Okay. So let's get going with what we're going to do. Today's card was inspired by a lady named Julie Heitz at the Chirpy Cardmaker of Quilts and More. Check her out. She does Facebook Lives where she shows us how to make these adorable little cards using quilt patterns quite often. So I've been enjoying her and she came up with these cards. Okay, so here's what you're gonna need. You're gonna need some sort of circle punch. You can use a circle punch. Ooh, I don't know what's on there. Or you can use circle dies, but around 2 inches, you can use this is a retired 2-inch. You can use 2.5. You can use 2 1/4. You can even use 1 inch if you want little ones, okay? I'm not even gonna tell you what we're gonna do yet. Okay, so you're going to get some paper. It can be any paper you want. I have chosen this one, and this is the Expressions in Ink. I always forget the name. Expressions in Ink Designer Series paper in the annual catalog on page 131. It's got some beautiful gold in it. Okay, so you're going to take your circle. Pretty easy. You're not going to fold it exactly in half. You're going to fold it with a little bit of showing there. Okay, and that it's up to you how much you want showing. And I'm going to go ahead and burnish that really well. Okay, that was step 1. Step 2, the dog punch that is in the annual catalog. Oh, you know what? I think. Oh, did it retire? Oh, let me look. I forgot to look this one up. Okay, so I'm going to use my index and I'm going to look at punches 147. This is our annual catalog. I think it's still in here. Is it? Please still be in here. It's not. Oh, okay. Well, here's the dealio. We're only using the heart anyway. So any little heart, you could even cut one out yourself. Any little heart that you have. In fact, there was a die set I was using the other day. You know what? Ooh, here it is. Let me grab it. The Birds and Branches. If you have this one, the Birds and More dies, there's a little heart in there. You could use that, okay? So any little heart you have, use it. I just like the punch because it's easier and I don't have to go through my die machine. So if you have this one, use your little heart. If not, just cut yourself one or find a little die. But that's what I'm going to do. I am going to take a scrap of Magenta Madness, which right there. Let me grab it here. So I keep my scraps in these paper sleeves by Stampin' Storage, and anything less than a full sheet goes in here, and then I just know where they're at. So I just need a little piece, so I'm just going to grab a little strip here, and I'm going to use my punch, and I'm just going to feed it in and just get the little heart, okay? Because I don't need the dog. There we go. I just wanted one. Okay? All right, put him away. Okay, so there's step 2. Step 3, the Seascapes stamp set. What? Yep, okay. We're going to be using this, which I think is supposed to be intended to use with, for like sand. We're going to use it for like dirt, okay? So I've got a 5 1/4 by 4 piece of basic white with apparently a dog hair on it. Sorry about that. I've got that stamp all loaded up on my H block. We're going to be using Crumb Cake. Okay. And along the bottom, we're going to make some dirt, okay? And just any old dirt. And you can go back and second generation stamp it too. Doesn't matter. That looks good to me. And you know, while I'm at it, I have 2 others I'm going to do for you today. So I'm just gonna go ahead and stamp those up as well. So we're gonna make 3 cards today super fast. This little pattern that I'm doing is so cute and so easy to make. There we go, 2 and 1 more. We're going to do, come on, they're sticking, sorry. So again, these are 5 1/4 by 4. This will be our card front. And we're just making some dirt along the bottom. Or some seeds, or, you know, something. There we go. So we've got 3 of those done now. So now I can put my crumb cake away so that I don't get myself in that. I'll just put it right over here. Okay, put this one over here so I don't get in it. Okay, next we're going to use the Hey Birthday Chick stamp set today. We're going to use the Happy Birthday from it. And we're going to use the You're Still a Spring Chicken and then this little chick here. I love the stamp set. If you don't have it, it also comes with dies that, you know what, if you want to get super fancy, I could have die cut Happy Birthday, but I'm keeping it pretty simple today. I just wanted a super simple card so I can get a bunch of them done. All right, so next I'm going to take the Happy Birthday with the Magenta Madness, like this. I've already got it on a block. Where is it? There we go. I've already got it on a, let's see, what size is this? This is C block. Okay, and I'm going to put it up here, but I'm going to slide it down just so I can see it a little bit better so I get it straight. Let's hope we're straight. Yay-ish. Okay. Close. Okay, and I must be buffering. Sorry about that. Hopefully you can still see me. Okay, I'm back. All right, and we'll put him right in the middle. There we go. And while we're at it, I want to go ahead and use my Memento Tuxedo Black ink with my little chick. Okay, we're going to put him down in the corner like this. There we go. Ooh, wasn't super cool, super great stamp, but that's okay. I should have done it a little harder. It's all right. Okay, I can put my ink away so I don't get my fingers on it. So that's my inside. Let's finish my front though. Okay, so how is this gonna make any sort of card? Well, we need a little bit more, just a little bit more. So I'm gonna get that piece of Magenta Madness back out. Next, I'm gonna take our medium Daisy Punch. What? Yeah, just watch, just watch. And you really only need 3 of the leaves, so I don't even care that it's not punching out the full flower. We only need 3 of the leaves. Okay, you're gonna take your snips, or petals, sorry, petals. You're gonna cut 3 of them off, and that's what you need. You can save the rest of these for something else. Okay, so you've got 3 of your petals. Now I'm gonna cut 1 more of them off, so like that. Look, I got some black ink on me. Ooh. Okay, at least it's not gonna come off. Okay, so now you're left with 2 and 1. All right. So what we're going to do is, now if you are super awesome with your glue and you can only do a teeny tiny bit, that's great. I like to use these micro glue dots. So we sell many glue dots at Stampin' Up! And I use them, and I'm going to in just a little bit. But there are micro, which are even smaller, okay? Or if you only have the mini, you could roll those in half. Or cut them in half. I like to use the micro. Okay, so I've got it on there. Can you see that? It's just real tiny. Really tiny. Oh, there we go. I'm getting it. Come on now, focus, focus. Okay, I'm gonna put it right here, right in the middle. Okay, so there we go, like that-ish. Now I'm gonna take one of the mini glue dots and put it on the back side. Pull that off gently, okay? Then watch this. I'm gonna stick it right about there-ish. I'm gonna adjust the tail. And it's okay. Oh, I gave it away. It's a tail. It's okay if it's not perfect, because when you glue it down, you can make it perfect. Okay, any idea what we're making yet? Any idea? Any idea? Next, I'm gonna take a little piece of pumpkin pie. I just cut a little strip of it. I did not use my trimmer for this. I just used some scissors. Okay, I'm gonna make a triangle. And I cut up like this, and then I cut up like this. And there is, can you guess what it is? You're right, it's a beak. Okay, so I'm gonna get my micro again, and I wanna put one on the back. Boop, just like that. I'll stick it in the front. I wanna place it in about that far, so when it closes, it doesn't show. Okay, so I'm gonna place it in about that far. Now, you could leave it like this, but there's two things I like to do. I'm gonna put when I use my pokey tool, I'm gonna put a mini glue dot right here so that it stays shut near the beak. And I'm gonna put a dimensional right in here, okay? I'm gonna put it right about there. Okay, you ready for this? Close it up, and it's a little bird. Now, Julie Heitz, the lady who I got this idea from, is calling these chirpy doodles. Now, she didn't do this step, but I found I kind of like this. I cut the top of the head even with the beak. Just gives it a little extra something something. Now, of course, it needs an eye, and you have so many choices. You can literally do anything you want here. Any little dot you have, you can even draw a dot on there. You can do whatever you want. I'm going to use the In Color Jewels. It's polished pink, but it goes so well with the Magenta Madness. Okay, and I totally forgot to say my name, but I'm sure you can read. It's Amanda Bach from Boxstar Stamping. I am an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the United States. I totally forgot to say that, but that's okay. I bet you figured it out. All right, so I'm gonna put the eyeball right there-ish. Yes. Okay, so what is he missing now? Or she? I don't care. It's whatever you want to make this bird. I am going to draw some legs. Okay? Draw some legs. So I'm going to use my Magenta Madness, which I write in a big label. So there is no question as to what this is. It's your product, right? Label it. Label it. I label everything. Did I label this one? Yeah, literally, I label everything. Okay. Look at these. Labeled. But I've used so many that I've kind of had to put a second pack in the back. Okay, I'm going to draw a straight line down. And then I'm going to make him some little toes, or make her some little toes. Straight line. And some feetsies. We have some feetsies for our Chirpydoodle. And then when I glue it on, I'll put it like that, and it'll be so cute. And the heart is just to stick up there. So this is optional. If you want to embellish this front with ribbon, with jewels, if you want to do some background blending, that's great. I was really just trying to make this super simple and get a lot of use out of my punches. So I'm going to go ahead and just put a tiny little drop of glue right there. They say that, and now it's not coming out. Come on now. Come there. Oh, that was not a tiny drop. Ooh, that might be too much. That will be too much. So you know what I'm going to do? I see a little bit of a dimensional backing right here. I'm just going to take some of that off. We're going to go boop, just like that. And then I'm going to throw this away really quick so I don't get it all over the place. There we go. Okay, because I don't want too much glue in it coming out the sides. Again, you could do a whole bunch of hearts. You could do whatever you would like to do. Okay, so now I'm going to glue my little Chirpydoodle on. And I have been making so many of these the past few days that I'll show you a few of them. But they're just kind of coming a little special. Each one has its own little personality. You can use whatever paper you want. Let's say you don't have any pretty paper. Use some cardstock. It does not matter. Just have fun. Look at that. Oh, I think it's so cute. It's so cute. And I see that a little bit of glue is seeped out. So here's what I do. I get my pokey tool while it's still wet. And I just kind of scrape it off like that. I get in between there and I get the glue out. And this is a brand new glue bottle. So it's oh, there's some more. There we go. Okay, so there's my Chirpydoodle. So thank you, Julie Heitz, for that idea. And I'm going to go ahead and put it on a 5.5 by 8.5 piece of Magenta Madness cardstock. that I have scored at 4 1/4. And I'm going to, ooh, pro tip, you ready for this? I have no idea what this is. Something has gotten on my cardstock. So rather than it showing on the back, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put it right there. I'm gonna cover it up with my card front and no one will know that there was something on there. Okay, just a little bit of glue to glue it down. What is up with this glue bottle? Come on now. There we go. So don't squeeze too hard because you don't want it showing through. And I kind of look through my paper and I can see that the Chirpy Doodle is there. So I put a little bit there because I know that that's not going to show through. Okay. Then I put it on my card front. There we go. There's my card front. Again, you can make this even more. You could do all kinds of stuff. Now, other options for the eyeball. We do have metallic pearls in the annual catalog. You could have used that as an eye. Let's see, there's champagne rhinestones you could have used. There's so many different options. Use what you have. Now let's finish the inside. I already stamped it. And then I put it somewhere. There it is. Phew, almost lost it. Okay, so the inside will say you're still a spring chicken. So I'm gonna take my Stampin' Write marker and I'm going to color the little hat here. Just the middle stripe. Okay. Then I'm going to take my, come on now, pumpkin pie Stampin' Write marker, which I'm struggling to get out of its little holder here. There it is, pumpkin pie. And I'm going to color the little beak. And I'm going to color the little feetsies, which again, this was not a perfect stamping, but that's okay. We're just going to go with it. Now, if the area was a little bit bigger than this, I would definitely use my blend, but since it's a small area, it's okay that I'm using my Stampin' Write marker. One more, boop, there we go. And I didn't get his toes very well. Okay, there's my little chick. I'm gonna glue it on the inside and call this one done, and then I have some other examples I wanna show you. When I'm first creating an idea, I always try to use paper that that's either retired or I don't really care for, or both, to kind of experiment with. But the retired ones I actually really, really like, so I do want to show you those. Okay, and I was going to make another one. Should I make another one? So that is an example of a Magenta Madness one. I also wanted to show you I'll just show you the papers. Okay, so this is the, hold on. Always forget its name too. Simply Elegant DSP. And it's got beautiful foils in there of silver, gold, and copper. And I thought that would look cute. And then this one is from our current celebration catalog, okay? It is beautifully penned. It is free with a $50 order. And I don't know, something about this reminded me of feathers. So I thought that would also make, and I was going to matte it on black. This one was going to be on black. This one was going to be on basic gray. And again, if I had the metallic pearls, this would be a perfect eyeball. You know what? I don't have that. So I was going to use our new brushed metallic adhesive back dots, which are in the mini catalog on page 55. I was going to use one of the copper ones as an eyeball. Okay, I will finish these. So I will post these later on my Facebook page, but just know that, you know, you can use whatever paper you want. So let me show you some more chickies because they're so cute. Okay, so I used some retired paper called Sea Silhouette paper here, and I made some in Poppy Parade, and then I made one in Pacific Point, my favorite blue. How could I forget that? I want to show you a finished card I made with this one though. Okay, so a Pacific Point one. I loved it. I love it. I love Pacific Point. So for these eyeballs, I used the retired Noble Peacock rhinestones. But let's say you don't have that. Here's what you do. You get a basic rhinestone and you color it with the blend whatever color you want. Literally whatever color you want. Okay, so there you go. So that one was a partner one with this one. And then on the inside, did I color this one? Yes, I did. Yep. I made his little hat, his little feetsies. You know what? I actually used, because we don't have a Pacific Point blend, I used our watercolor pencil. And I think that's what I did here too. I used our pumpkin, well, yeah, I can see it right over here. I used our pumpkin pie watercolor pencil, which these are amazing for coloring. Very smooth, rich colors. Very nice. I use them for little stuff like that. All right, and then there is one more card I want to show you. Oh, I want to show you what I did with this beak. Okay, I made it open. See, when I cut this triangle, see how it left this? And then I snipped it off here so I could have some glue room, okay? And then I put it inside. Okay, so you can do that too. You can either have a beak like this or a beak like this. It is up to you. And the cool thing about it is it's your card, so you do what you want to do. I also thought that I could emboss some cardstock, and instead of using pretty paper, have some texture on the paper. So I'm going to look through my embossing folders and see what I have that might look good with that. Okay, let me show you one more card that has nothing to do with what we're doing today. Just a bonus card that I thought you might enjoy looking at. Okay, so that is a Pacific Point example. This is Magenta Madness. All right, last card. Here it comes. Voila! I made it the other day because I wanted to use the Textures and Frame stamp set. And I hadn't really used much of the bedazzling sparkly paper. Now, as I said earlier in this video, this is now gone. It was a free celebration item. I still have some, so I'm definitely going to be using it up. So what I did is I used Coastal Cabana. I used our holiday rhinestones to make the little bubbles. This is the Tasteful Labels dies. This is from Seascape, the same, well, this is the stamp set. These are the dies that go with it. And then I haven't even done the inside yet but I left it, I popped it up on black dimensionals, like I put some in here where there's some solid. And then so I left the tail and everything and its fins loose, which I like. It gives it a lot of dimension. Okay, so I thought with bubbles, you know, kind of looks like bubbles. So different ways to use your Textures and Frames stamp set. Oh, here's another one I just found. I did this in Cherry Cobbler, okay? So that is one in Cherry Cobbler with a retired paper. Again, this was like one of my first ones because I was just experimenting with it. And again, I always use retired paper when I'm experimenting. Let's see, do I have any more back here? Nope. I think I already gave the rest of them that I made away. I don't think I showed you this one last week, though. No. Nope, because I just made this one. So the same lady, Julie Heitz, look her up. She loves to make quilts and stuff. So she showed us how to make this on this week's video with a little crow. And she did an easel card, which I didn't want to do. So I put it on an embossed background. And then this little pumpkin is just made of 1/2-inch squares of random papers that I found. And then I'll get a little closer. You can see that it is embossed. I used my Tasteful Textile embossing folder and ran it through there to make it kind of look like fabric. All right. So you can do, I mean, this is perfect for those 1/2-inch scraps you might have. Perfect. And it did not take long. It looks like it would take forever. Did not take long. Yeah. And then on the inside, I hope each moment of your day is as special as you are. And that is from the Garden Birdhouse set, which I just love. And I used Very Vanilla for this one. Okay, so those are just some cards I've made this week. Yeah, I make cards all the time. Let me explain what this is in case you don't know. If you'd like to place an order at StampingUp.com, first of all, be sure to select Amanda Bach as your demonstrator. Secondly, if your order is under $150, please use this host code. If your order is over $150, you will get some host benefits, at least 10% of your order in free additional product. Celebration is almost over. Don't miss out on free stuff. Celebration is like the best time of the year in the Stampin' Up! World. There's also a great join offer, which means if you're interested in becoming a demonstrator, you get an entire free bundle in addition to what you are already going to get, which is $125 a product for $99 plus free shipping, plus you get a free bundle too, and at least a 20% discount on anything you purchase. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope that was all I intended to do. Sometimes I get ahead of myself and forget what I was doing. All right, have yourself a wonderful day, and be sure to check out my Facebook page. I will make these cards and show you what I came up with, okay? All right, let me push this one up a little bit so you can see the Cherry Cobbler one. All righty. Have yourself a great day. All righty, bye-bye.